Hello, hello, hello. We are Monday Night Live, Sketchy Live.
Are we live?
We are live.
Monday Night Sketchy live.
Can you even believe it?
No.
Where have we been?
It's been too long. And guess what?
What?
Let's get ready to Sketchy.
Oh,
We're drawing tonight.
nice.
Yeah, we're gonna draw something cool. We're gonna draw one of your guys's. Is that the correct English?
I don't think so.
One of your folks out there's vehicle. So stay tuned, and we're gonna say who it is, and then hopefully that person's watching and they get to see their car get drawn. So hey, it's Sketchy Live Monday. What do you say, ity-B? Kick it. You made it back to Sketchy Live, and we're gonna do some sketching. We're gonna do some sketching.
I feel like it's been forever. We've been doing podcasts the last couple weeks.
Yeah, but we also missed
last week. So
hey, so we're so happy that you're here. We appreciate you guys coming back. It's another Sketchy Live Monday. I am Johnny Jalopy, hot rod artist, your hot rod pal. With me is the hottie, the lovely, beautiful, talented, amazing, super decorator. Can I just say, just the gift of my life, ity-B.
Aw, well, I love you.
I love you too.
All righty.
Let's do
Enough
this.
of that.
Oh, yeah. Enough of that fake stuff. Happiness
Yeah.
and all that garbage.
So,
guys, it's Sketchy Live Monday. We're so happy that you're back.
and we're happy we're back.
Yeah, we are happy. And we so appreciate everybody being so understanding of last week, and we appreciate all the support that was sent to us.
Yes.
There was just some stuff going on, and nothing major, nothing crazy. We were just, we needed to take a beat and kind of reset. We had some stuff going down. One of the big moves that happened in our life, because we're all about sharing our life, right?
Yes, we are.
Is we now have my mom.
Mama Wood,
Mama Jalopy,
in the house
is
literally
now permanently living with us here in Jalopy Studios, and we're so grateful and happy to have her here. It's 1,000-time load off my back as far as just worrying about her and wanting her to be taken care of and stuff. And so it's been a little bit of a transition. Anytime you have somebody who's lived their independence, and we're now sharing space.
But it's been good.
She's
been great.
Yeah.
And I've enjoyed spending time with her.
Yeah, that's the best part, is being able to get up and come home from work. Like today, usually Mondays is the day I call my mom, and I got in the Jeep and I was like, I don't have to do that. I can just walk in the door
and she's
and
right
say,
here.
Hey, and I walked in the door, and sure enough, she was taking a nap.
Yeah.
But it was good though. I'm glad she was getting some rest.
Yeah.
Hey, we're gonna draw something cool.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and before you start telling who's here, because we want to make sure.
Yes.
I'm drawing tonight a really cool follower of the podcast, the Sketchy Live show. Somebody who's popped in and out quite a bit, has been on, sent me an email once and was like, "Hey man, I really love what you did, blah 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 blah," and sent me a picture of his rat rod Jeep. So if that person's
right
watching
alley.
already, kind of, yep. But it's a really cool, interesting way he's building this rat rod Jeep. And as far as I can tell him, it seems drivable and everything. So Ralph Pops Sanchez tonight.
It's all about you.
It's your rat rod, buddy. We're
All
going to draw
about
that
you.
up. So everybody keep your fingers crossed that Sketchy Live, we work, and Sketchable works with us.
Yes.
And we have no issues. I'm going to try to hit save as much as I can.
Yes.
Just in case, worst case scenario. But I'm going to try to move quick tonight. I'm going to try to, this is not going to be like a full super neat negative detail. We're going to do some quick sketching. And I'm going to see how fast can I lay this down to still make it look cool and get some sketching going. So I did do a pre-draw before we started.
Okay.
And ity-B, tell us who is on the broadcast, and I'm going to start my engines. Let's do this.
Sure will, and I've got your screen up. Okay, so we've got Lizzie Daughtry. Welcome back, you two. We missed you. We missed being with you guys last week.
Too.
It
was
always
so great to
feels
see.
weird when we miss a week.
It does feel. It feels like 2 weeks.
It does.
Because that's what it is.
So we missed you guys too. Howard Pierpont, 39 and partly cloudy today. I'm guessing he's in Mineola, Texas.
Maybe.
Can I just
He's
tell
a traveling
you,
man.
Howard Pierpont was our first Christmas card. We received it in the mail today. Howard, thank you.
Thank you.
Howard has remained a constant source of support for us.
Yes.
He is
in so many ways.
You know, Hank Dutton is a huge cheerleader for us, but Howard Pierpont has been rooting for us the entire time as well.
It's so cool to have somebody in your corner.
So thankful.
Who believes in what you're doing and just continually, just all the time, is just sending positive messages and, you know, little insights. And hey, guys, did you think about that? Have you tried this? You know, how's this going? So
yeah, so
it's been great.
It has been. So Howard, we appreciate you.
Absolutely.
We've got Julie Anderson joining us. We have missed
Ride or
you
die
guys.
Is our ride or die pals.
Julie and Spud. I know that there are areas around the country right now that are experiencing some cooler temps.
Yeah, we had a little bit ourselves.
We had a couple pictures of snow. Our buddies up in Michigan, James and Sarah Clay, had posted their kids and dog playing out in the snow. So I think they got some snow up there in Detroit.
They may have, yes.
Lizzie Daughtry is posting her Ms. Butterfree YouTube site. Go check it out. I know last year she made me a coaster. It was a holiday coaster. In fact, when I unpacked all of our things today, I came across it. So thank you again for sending that. But go check out her resin work.
Get from people.
Yeah. We've got John Chafin joining us.
What's
hello,
up?
hello.
Hello.
Spud says, this is Spud Anderson, husband of Julie. On your marks, get set, let's get sketchy. Hey, Johnny and ity-B.
What is going on, my friend?
We miss you guys.
Miss you, gosh.
We've got Joe Lombardo tuning in from YouTube. Halo from New Jersey.
It's in the YouTube.
And usually Ralph Pop Sanchez tunes in on YouTube.
Okay.
So I'm waiting to see his name.
Well,
here.
let's see if he
Ralph,
shows.
if you are on, we
Watch,
are drawing
this will be
your
the week.
sick
This will
rod.
be the week that
he's got something else to do.
He's like, listen, you guys bailed on me. Feelings mute.
Gary Sacre is joining us. Hello from Leroy, Illinois.
Hey, what's going on?
Welcome. Probably cooler temps up there as well.
I bet.
Terry Lund, glad you're back. We missed you. Watching from cold Michigan. Yep.
Well, hang in there in Michigan.
Jim McMillan joining us. Hey guys, how was your Thanksgiving?
It was fantastic.
Thanksgiving was great.
Yeah.
Johnny has, and if you followed us for any length of time, you know that Thanksgiving is not one of his favorite holidays.
No.
He does not enjoy the Thanksgiving meal.
I don't.
Turkey, none of the fixings. He would rather have his mom used to make enchiladas and tacos and stuff.
Yup.
I did not do that, and I did not get the requested pizza either this year.
It's okay.
But you enjoyed the meal.
Yeah, I did.
You don't say it very convincingly.
That's probably because I convincingly
I don't know. Mama said I knocked it out of the park.
Mama said knock it out.
She did.
Wow.
But we had a great time. My kids joined us, and of course Mama was here. We had a wonderful,
that was great.
Wonderful Thanksgiving. I was very blessed to have the family together. Mr. Dana Baldwin, from the big
Dana
house,
Baldwin in the house,
Arizona. Welcome, sir. We've got some
zonas.
Some of the United States represented here.
Yes, it's so cool. Can't wait for our overseas listeners to start chiming in, and then we know, hail, the gang's all here.
That being said, how about that last shipment we just did?
Yeah,
you guys have been great. Holiday shopping for sure.
Yes, thank you all those that responded to my my post about
not having a Black Friday,
Black Friday stuff, and supporting us, and it was really great. And we got some great orders, and got them in the mail, and they're on their way.
Yes. Here we go. Ralph Pop Sanchez joining us. Ralph
Pop Sanchez.
Johnny's drawing your Jeep.
This is your Jeep, and we're doing it now.
Boom. He's tuning in from San Antonio, Texas. 53 degrees, a little chilly, but not bad.
Well, guess what? It just got hotter because Rat Rod is on the sketching board as we speak. This is you, buddy.
How exciting. Don't forget to keep hitting save throughout this.
I was hitting save.
Okay. Matt Williams is joining us. Good evening, guys. Finishing up a vintage style stock car puzzle.
Nice.
The puzzles.
You know what's puzzling?
What?
Puzzles.
I absolutely love puzzles.
You say that.
I have started many puzzles. The Randalls,
never finish them.
Russ and Peggy Randall, and I don't know if they're on tonight, sent me puzzles because I was saying how much I love puzzles. Here's my problem with the puzzles. No place to put the puzzle.
Yeah.
Our dining room table, which we are sitting at right now, is our
dinner table,
eating area,
craft
area, puzzle area,
puzzles,
interview area.
Yes. Studio.
We do it all right here on this table. This was a great investment from Sam's Club.
We do it all, but not done it all. There's
still time.
Well, maybe. It's not back.
I love the puzzles though. And Randall's, if you're listening, thank you again for the puzzles you sent me. Joe Lombardo said, God bless you guys. Only get one, Mom. Yeah.
Yeah, we're very grateful.
It's only been a few days. Today was my first day back to work because I had some time off last week, so I could really spend some time with her and get her straight with everything.
You've done a phenomenal job getting all the little detail stuff that she needs. So
thanks. I just want her blessed. But I work today. I work from home, so I get to stay with her. And it took my lunch break, and I got to fix her something to eat, and we hung out for a little bit and handled some logistical things, and it was just really nice to have her here and be able to help. We've got Jay Newby from our Southeast Michigan Hot Rodder gang.
The Michigans.
What's up, guys? Welcome, sir.
Up?
Oh my goodness. Dan Evans is joining us. This guy on vacation. Greetings from the other side of the world. Are they in Japan right now?
Aren't you in Japan or Thailand or something?
Well, you know what? It's probably a way different time right there. It's probably morning. He's probably waking up with. Shut it.
Did you hear what you just said?
Yes.
It's probably a different time. I'm pretty sure it's a different time. It's not here.
He's probably waking. He's probably having coffee with the jalopies.
Oh, maybe
this morning. I bet.
Coffee jalops.
We've been following your adventures, Dan and Mary, and love the photos. So
yes,
keep posting.
Thanks for repping the brand over there too.
That's right. He had on his Johnny Jalopy shirt.
Global.
He's in Japan.
Yeah, it's the closest that logo's ever going to get to Japan, probably.
We've got Mike Ferrucci, Old School's Garage, joining us. Evening, sketchy people. It's a cool, crisp 52 here in Homosassa. Cool. Glad to see Mama Wood there. Yep, we are happy about it.
It's great.
And we're just as crisp here in good old Newport Richey. That's where we are in Florida.
Tampa Bay area. It is a little crisp tonight.
It is a little chilly.
It's definitely winterish for us.
Paul Marziani joining us. Hello, all from Bradenton Motorsports. His profile picture is still the Johnny Jalopy logo shirt.
Hey, I'll take it.
Yeah,
That's great.
I love it, Paul. Dan said that includes Mary. Of course, we know she's with you.
No.
Of course, we know. Gary said it's a cool, crisp 24 degrees in Leroy, Illinois. How did it get so cold so fast? It was literally weeks ago. I feel like it was summer there. Mike Fergie said, right on, Ralph. He did my gasser. It came out awesome. You will not be disappointed. That's cool. Appreciate the support.
Yes, thank you.
We've got Robert Spear joining us. What's up, party people?
There he is, Mr. Podcast Man.
If anyone has not heard Robert Spear's podcast with his buddy, the Bantha Milk podcast.
It's great.
It is all things Star Wars. I have listened to a couple episodes, the ones that you were on, to hear your interview. I am not really a Star Wars person, and you would think that you would exhaust at some point talking about Star Wars, but they seem to find material, and it's just entertaining from what you're telling me.
They're interviewing not just Star Wars or talking specifically, because there's a couple different Star Wars shows that they'll go and talk about things, but they've also brought in some people that have written like books about Star Wars and different things like that. So they've had a pretty variety of guests. And then like when they go on vacations and they visit, Disney and places that have Star Wars theme, they'll talk about their trips.
They do on location stuff.
I don't know if they're doing on location, but they talk about their experiences and stuff, which is really cool. So it's a great podcast.
And Disney for real has some of the greatest little displays and shows and stuff. Even just the
we
stuff they do out in the courtyard.
Yeah, we haven't even seen the whole new Galaxy.
I haven't seen the new stuff, but
yeah, that's what I'm saying. We don't even know.
Yeah, we don't even know.
We don't even know.
We don't even know.
You have no idea.
Jim Pollen, hello everyone from Hobo's Hot Rod Garage.
There he
registered
is.
for the Syracuse Nationals today. Looking forward to that amazing weekend. Custom bead rolling.
Yeah,
for
man.
sure. This is a show that we have been invited to. That people are like, man, you got to go.
Which one is that one?
Syracuse Nationals.
Oh yeah.
And it's haven't made our way there yet.
Not yet.
One day.
We
got to leave some stuff for the bucket list, though, right?
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, if we do everything, then we have nothing to look forward to.
Then we do everything. And how fun is that? Really fun.
Oh, Howard Pierpont said that photo was by Gary Fisher. Didn't I tell you it looked like Gary Fisher's yard?
It did. It looked a little.
I guessed it.
It looked a little too.
I guessed
it. With tree.
Too many trees. Maybe it was the angle.
Yeah.
I knew it. That's so cool. Here, there's our Hank Dutton. He said, "You're doing it, Peter. You're doing it." We're trying. Draco Cycles joining us tonight. Howard is definitely a super good guy. Yes, I know. Howard has had some special dealings with Draco and with the McCoys for sure. I know he visits there frequently.
Hey, but
we've had him here on the podcast.
Yeah, for sure. And Draco Cycles is a great dude too.
He is.
He's been around since the beginning as well. Feels like.
Have you seen he's been painting?
Yes, it's great.
I never am able to catch the lives, but I do see them after the fact, and I see the final products, and so cute. I still can't even fathom drawing or painting on something that small. Like my eyes are just reading your comments right now is a strain for me, and I have glasses on.
Yeah.
So. Yeah,
it is cool though.
I give you a lot of credit, and it just comes out super cool.
Mm-hmm.
Ralph said, "So awesome! My Jeep is a celebrity. How cool is that?"
Come on, dude. We're getting there. We're getting there.
He said, "Hey, I'm here. Hello." Jay Newby said, "Very cold here. I've seen some photos, Jay, so I believe it." Lizzie said, "I'm working on Christmas jewelry, so please come check me out. Please put in your order for Christmas." And I'd like to say the same, really, for our stuff. Shipping. Look, I love this great country that we live in, but the postal service here is not the best. I think it's gone.
What do you mean? Not the best?
It's been very slow, and there's been a lot of issues reported with, like, just on the company side.
So again, as somebody who works in the service industry, you would think you would be a little more understanding that the volume amount.
Oh, sure.
Compared to how much there is now. How many people are relying on shipping everything? Nobody goes anywhere. They all have stuff shipped.
That's true.
So cut them some slack.
I'm cutting slack, and what I'm saying is that they aren't as quick as they used to be. So
I don't know.
Our shipping times, I think we had on our website to allow at least a week for shipping. And there's people that's
happened.
That's to give us a little bit of time to get the order filled, get it boxed up, and get it to the post office.
Let's be honest. It's been the shipping department at the studio that's been the delays. Yeah. I mean, you're just trying to throw the poor postal company under the bus. When in reality, it's just you're like, get off the phone and stop.
Not true.
Stop watching reels on Instagram.
Oh yeah.
And,
no, it is a little bit backed up though. So. I would imagine during the holidays, it's going to be increasingly worse with the amount of delivery. I mean, thankfully, Amazon is a different delivery service than the post office, and a lot of people are using Amazon. Mm-hmm. But we ship our stuff just regular USPS. So if there's a delay, be a little lenient with us as well. I apologize. Shaggy LeBlanc is joining us, sir.
If there's a delay, there's a delay,
sir. I'm going to do our screenshot here because I don't know if you can see to the right of Johnny's head what we have hanging back there, but it is the large size. I should have lit it up. Shoot. I didn't light it up.
What'd you do?
It's a Christmas ball that Shaggy painted for us a couple of years ago.
Yes, that's right.
I do have it displayed and hanging behind us. So thank you again.
One of our treasures.
Well, and he was just reposting as well. The memory of it. I think it was back in 2021. So I was like, hey, we still have ours, and we still proudly display it.
Proudly display it.
Love it.
We've got one of Shaggy's radical pieces of art.
Oh my God. Somebody note this because it does not happen often. But Gary Sacre said, "Hey, ity-B, got my last name right." So somebody write it down. Howard Pierpont said, "Enchiladas and ham with my beanie friends." That does sound good. Not gonna lie.
Oh my gosh, some enchiladas.
But not on Thanksgiving. I gotta have my turkey. It's once a year I make the turkey dinner. I don't make that dinner with the cranberry sauce and the stuffing and the green bean. I don't do all of that, but once a year, and that's my day.
Which is perfectly fine. Once a year is
that's what I'm
more
saying.
Than enough.
So if I'm only doing it once a year, you don't have to.
More than enough.
Give me a hard time about it.
I don't. I'm just saying. Come on, there's some other dishes that can be made. Come on.
Well, who knows? I may not even be making Thanksgiving next year.
Oh, no.
We might do something else.
Tragedy in Mudville.
A lot of people we know have gone out. They've ventured out to restaurants.
Listen, I'd love to do that.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Let's
McDonald's, bruh. Little Biggie Mac.
If we can do Denny's on Christmas Eve.
Yeah, that was a good time.
It was a good time. Moon's over my hammy.
It was. We had breakfast, didn't we?
It was a Christmas miracle.
That was like a sad. We were like, were we? Was it something sad? Yeah, it was something sad.
It was sad because I dropped my kids off with their dad and I was alone and I thought that they were going to be with us. I had literally bought like the normal Christmas Eve snacky stuff. I had taquitos, pizza rolls. We had mozzarella.
I mean,
anything fried.
Really went out.
Yeah.
You know?
Chips and dip, popcorn, candies, all all stuff.
Hey, speaking of chips and dip,
I know I still haven't made
I only had one request for Thanksgiving meal.
And I didn't make it.
And you didn't do that. Actually, I had two requests. It was pizza and chips and dip.
And I bought the chips and dip, but I did not make it.
And everybody ate the chips.
Oh my God. No, there's a whole nother bag in there.
Well, I guess you did serve chips and dip. I was a dip for thinking it was going to get it.
Bill Mad Dog Thornhill joining us. Hi, Johnny.
Did everybody notice the change in subject real quick?
Bill here from Missouri. Welcome, sir.
Hey, I got to read this because I didn't want to talk about the chips and dip. I didn't.
Frank Pupello is joining us. Hey, guys.
She's still continuing to do it. Is anybody else
great
noticing?
So far. Draw on. Yeah, this is coming.
Isn't it interesting how she just really plays it off like,
We've got the McCoys joining us.
In fact, what was really funny is she was like, "Hey, do you want anything for Thanksgiving?" I'm like, "I don't want anything for Thanksgiving, but you know what I do want?" She's like, "You know what, babe? I'll make it happen." Oh, go ahead. You're still reading.
The McCoys are joining us from Kuyon Customs. Brian has been sucking up to Santa Claus this year to try to get off the naughty list.
Oh no, I got an in.
Oh, do you?
With Santa Claus?
Oh yeah.
You know I do.
Do you? Where's the ring?
I don't have the ring. Oh. I know of the ring. You should tell that story. Do you remember the story?
You should tell the story.
Well, I don't want to ruin it because there are kids that watch this.
Well, we had taken my kids to downtown Disney to see Santa.
That's right.
Several years ago. I think Kevin was, my middle son was a teenager at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cassidy, I think, was 9. Kevin was maybe 14. I actually have the picture right over there.
Yeah.
But Johnny was like, "I know Santa." And
well, why is it that I said I know him?
Because you used to work for him.
Well, because I did.
You were a mall Santa for many years.
So when you're part of the family, it's like the mafia. You're part of the family. You know the tricks in the trade.
Right. So, John, I forget how it even happened.
Well, they were like, "How do you?" It's like that's the real Santa Claus. I'm like, hold on. If he's the real Santa Claus, he'll have this gold ring on the third finger on his left hand. And the kids are like, "What?" I'm like, you can always tell the real Santa Claus by he'll have a gold ring on the third finger of his left hand. And they're like, "Whatever." I'm like, okay. When you go up there, just see if there's a ring on his third finger. And if it is, well, then what are the other ones? I'm like, well, there are times where Santa can't be everywhere. But, there are guys like me who would be, step in type of thing. But listen, if you really want to know if the real Santa shows up to the mall while you're there, look for the gold ring, third finger on the left hand.
The kids were just eating it up.
So they're like, okay, whatever. So they both walk up and immediately you see their faces turn around at us and their eyes are like, "What?" Because the guy had a gold ring on the third finger of his left hand.
And then I think Kevin had wanted an amplifier that year.
Right.
For
And the
his
guy
guitar.
and Santa was like, so you play music? And Kevin's like,
because Kevin had on a band shirt or something.
Well, again, the real Santa picks up on cues like that and stuff. It was good. He was a great. It was good to see the real Santa. It was good. It's been a while.
It was one of the best visit Santa experiences we've had. It was really cool. So yes, Johnny knows a little bit about getting off the naughty list. I think he's working on that as well.
What are you talking? I'm always on the good list.
Are you?
Yeah.
Robert Spears said you should have a map of the U.S. behind you, and you can check off everybody. Eddie should put a pin in each state. I think this would be great for many reasons.
The only problem with putting a map behind us with pins in it, then suddenly people start looking at this show, and they're like, "What kind of show is this? Are they plotting different areas? This will be the next area of attack. We're heading for Michigan and then up to Taiwan."
Up to Taiwan?
Well, down. Over. Okay. It's more over for us. Is it up? It is. I think it's actually up for us.
Taiwan?
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Guam is a state.
I'm going to have to look. Taiwan on a map. Let's see.
Guam is a state, by the way.
Taiwan is by China.
China.
This isn't really a whole map. Okay, here. So let's see where we are laterally.
Well, according to you,
all right. So Taiwan is this little island here. You know what?
Enhance.
It's probably
enhance.
It's not letting me go any smaller.
Enhance.
We're about an inch up from the equator.
An inch.
On the map.
I think we're a little further than an inch.
And Taiwan is further up. It's south of us.
So, like I said, it was up.
No, it's south.
You said down.
It's down and it's down. It's down and out.
Negative.
Draco said, I'm puzzled by the puzzles, and that's very puzzling.
Oh, see what he did there?
We've got Jamie Russell joining us tonight on the broadcast.
There she is.
Welcome.
Jamie Russell. Speaking of Jeeps.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness. So if you get an opportunity, head over to the their YouTube, Full Custom Ian. They started a new project today.
Oh.
And it's an old flat fendered like 50s Jeep that Jamie's been asking for. Like that was one of the things Ian, I guess, had said when they first got married. Hey, I'm going to build you a Jeep and stuff. So today they started that project.
So she'll be joining the Jeep family.
Yeah. So nice. For sure. Yep.
Is it Wrangler-ish?
I just said it was a 1950s flat fender. So not Wrangler-ish.
Flat fender.
A Jeep, an actual Jeep.
Oh.
Not the fake stuff we drive.
Oh.
It's a real Jeep. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
And I think they're a little chilly out there as well.
Yeah,
I'm expecting to see some bonfire videos.
You missed the bonfire video.
Did I?
Oh my God, they did like a 40-foot bonfire.
There'll be more.
Super cool.
There'll be more. Stay tuned.
Hey, Jamie, say hey to Ian, and super excited about your new project. And everybody, please head over to that channel. Tons. I mean, they could use 1,000 or so more followers with their gajillion followers they have over there. Like we're helping them out or anything like that. But I'm a fan of the page. It's so cool. I love watching all the episodes. Jamie's doing an incredible job filming and editing. And Ian is building some cool stuff right now that is outside the show. So definitely go head over there and check that out.
Very cool.
So in the realms of Jeepness, here we are. We're doing Ralph Pop Sanchez's Jeep, Rat Rod Jeep, which is probably a little newer than Jamie's, but
equally as cool.
But these are before the CJ7 comes, where they start making the cab size a little bigger and a little more room for people in the Jeep itself. The old military Jeeps, like what they're building, those old flat fender Jeeps, they weren't really big. You could fit two people in the front, and 2 people in the back too, but it was very close quarters, whereas you got into the CJ7s,
similar to the
bigger.
one we saw at that show at Starkey that time. That was an old military Jeep.
Yes.
Okay.
But that one still had the I think the earlier rounded fenders, not the flat ones like the old 50s.
Well, I will have to
and
go
40s
check it out.
Jeeps, the Willys ones. This one almost looks like a Willys, but that's the thing. In the military Jeeps, there was some that were made by Willys and some that were made by, I believe, AMC. I think Ford at one time was even making some of the bodies just because it was war era. Right. They were stamping the metal.
Yeah, I think that's one of the coolest things on it is the stamps. Jamie said it is cool. It is cold in the high desert.
Yes, they were all bundled up today for sure. So that was, or when I saw the video that was released.
Jim McMillan wants to know any plans for a long sleeve t-shirt, and
no,
but I will tell you this.
Don't say no, because I made some for myself and we have access to them.
We do have access to
right
them.
Now, no, but that is in the future.
Right now, no, but possibly at some point.
Because it is something that we've it's been 2 years now where they've been plentiful to where they have them all year round too. So it is something we may be able to start offering.
Yes. But I will say this. I did a quick inventory with Mama Wood moving in. We had to do some digging through our
configuration,
our things, and I came across, I have 5 2X sweatshirts. 1 red and 4 black. And we wanted to make them available here first for our Sketchy viewers. Yes. The design that we have available is the Hot Rod 5 Sketchy Speed Equipment design. And we were going to do a show special on these for $45. We've done them in the past and we were selling them for $50, but I want to get them to you guys. So if you are interested, please email me. It's going to be,
and we'll sign it.
Yeah, we can sign if they want it signed. It's going to be Johnny Jalopy LLC at gmail.com. I can't remember my email. Is it Beth@JohnnyJalopy.com?
I don't use any of those things.
I don't even know.
Came up with because I can't remember them.
I know. Or just go to the website and you can click on the email button. But I would need your address. And again, these are all 2X. I have 1 red. So it's going to be first come, first serve on that. And then 4 black. So literally only 5. And I just lost your screen.
Which one? The drawing one?
All of them. Yeah. So let me know if you are interested in those.
All of them.
Yeah.
What do you mean all of them? There's the regular ones there?
Yeah, the regular one. And
that's not all of them.
Okay, then I lost your overhead screen.
Okay, that's different.
And your drawing screen. So we've got Bill Mad Dog Thornhill, Beaner James Hot Rod Shop here in Missouri. That sounds like it's a fun place. Dan Evans said we are in Singapore for the next 8 hours and then we're off to Bangkok for a couple of weeks. It's currently 11 a.m. So they are having breakfast with us. I love it. Joe Lombardo said, you know where it's warm around 2 or 3 De Lorenzo pies. Don't even. I love De Lorenzo's.
Yeah, that's torturous.
And
right there.
What's torturous is that I'm really trying to eat gluten free right now, and there's no way I could have a De Lorenzo pie. Jeff Zell joining us. A nippy 15 degrees here in Wisconsin.
Okay, I've got the overhead back.
With a wind chill of 0. Yikes. Too cold. I don't know how you guys do it. I don't know how any of those people do it. Canadians, don't know how you do it. It's just way too cold. I mean, I guess you get used to it, but not for me. We've got Mike Hicks joining us, our fun friend Hicks, aka Flaky Flav. Always enjoy watching Johnny do his artwork live. Very cool.
Flaky Flav. That's hilarious.
Oh my gosh. Diane Kinnery joining us. Hi, you two. It's even colder in Joliet, 18 degrees and 2 inches of snow. Diane and Ray are joining us from Illinois. Can't even imagine snow at this point.
Get them back.
Are we back? We are back. Okay, great. That works for me. George Maychart joining us. Just got in from the hot shop making glass. Oh my God.
What?
Oh my God, George. I don't know if you know this. We love glass blowing. We love we love watching glass blowing.
You did it once.
I did it once.
And you didn't blow any glass.
I didn't blow glass. For Johnny's birthday this year, I booked us a glass class and we made our own wine glasses. So we didn't blow the glass. The glass was already blown, but we did heat the glass and put the stems on. We made our own stems.
Yeah, we were really doing it up.
They had the bowl and they had the bottom and we just did the stem. But I really want to go back. Like the hot shop thing was something different. I wanted us to go at least one time just so we could learn how to be around it and how to maneuver the glass. It is so hard. The people on TV, we watch Blown. Is it called Blown? What is it? I think it's called Blown. It's a
I love that you just keep saying that word. That'll be
it's a
great.
reality show.
Someone
but
should
these people
grab
are
that
competing
and do it as an edit of just ity-B every time
saying
it's blown with the same tone.
Blown away. I think it's blown away. Away.
Yeah, but I love the fact that you didn't change any of the tone as you're saying.
No.
And when it's on the blown, and a bit about blown.
Anyway, so I love it. I would love to see your stuff. Send me pictures. I love it.
I'm glad that you didn't say I'd love to see your stuff blown.
Gary said sorry to Jeff. I'm not sure what that was at. Jamie said we do feel it out here. Yeah, I would imagine, especially with no real barrier around you. Like we have other houses around us and we have big trees. So, oh my goodness, look at this, guys.
There is Papa Ralph Pop Sanchez's cool rat rod Jeep.
Very cool.
Look at just how crazy different that is. He's got some cool kegs that are cut in half.
The roll bar on his looks so up and down.
The roll bar is up and down in the normal position that it is. So there's not really modification of the roll bar. But what makes it seem so crazy is how low it is to the axle, and that rear tire is hanging so far over the top of the sheet metal that it makes that roll bar look. But if you look at the distance or even the plane in which the windshield and the roll bar is, it's the same.
Yeah. It just looks so.
But that's the way he's done it, is just makes it look so squatted in the back and crazy.
Yeah,
it's an interesting way to do it for sure.
Dan Evans said, check out our post in Puerto Princesa. We are standing in front of MacArthur's 1945 Jeep. So we'll have to go check that out. Hank D said, I think it's time to have an episode called Mail Call where you guys do a show and tell of the items viewers have sent you guys. That would make a good episode. Yeah, we could totally do something like that. That would be pretty neat. Well, great idea.
Wrong pipe as I spit it all over
you. Are you okay?
I'm just glad you didn't stop talking as you're looking at me dying.
Well, the last time I let you choke, I got blamed.
You were glad to see it last time.
I was making sure you were okay.
I can't wait to see that on camera, how bad I'm just spewing stuff all over you and you're not even paying attention.
It's all over.
It's all over you. I was trying to make sure it didn't go on my screen. As I'm coughing, so there's some RSM. Or, is it RSM or what is it? MSR? MSRP? I know, we're old. Yeah. So
MSRP.
Hey, MSRP. It's a different version of Arby's. Hey, how cool would it have been to watch Johnny Jalopy just choke to death right on live TV? Or
it was happening. I didn't change the shot.
That's what I'm saying. Oh man.
Oh shit. Okay.
Sorry, guys.
Sorry. And we're back.
Sorry. That was hilarious.
Did you choke?
I was literally.
Or were you laughing and that started it?
What happened is I was swallowing at the same time, a tickle in my throat. And then I'm trying to hold it, and it was one of those coughs where it was like it's all like my mouth was. I just poured stuff in my mouth, so my mouth is completely full.
I want to look back and see.
It's horrible.
My face.
It's gonna be.
I look at you. I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah. When you're just over there, blah 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 blah, blown, as I'm spewing. Literally just spewing liquid on top of you.
It was after blown. Anyways.
After blown.
I was after the blown conversation. I was reading you Hank's comment.
Yeah. But good comment, Hank.
Oh
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
I'm back.
I'm literally crying right now. Okay. Mark Gibbons said a rare day not working on a weeknight. So I made it here, Mark, just in time for the spewing. This will be known as the spew episode.
Yeah, the spew episode.
There have been several other spew episodes. That's what's sad. Oh
Not live though.
Yes, there have been. You don't remember the time you spit all over your screen? It was like soda, and then the screen was sticky.
I probably should stick to not drinking things on camera.
I have water. Thank you.
Water.
Vucky ABX is joining us. Hello.
What's
welcome.
up, Vucky?
Jamie said Jeep.
Yes.
Draco said, hey, Mall Santa, put in a good word for me. Oh, Draco, he sees what you're doing.
He does.
You will be taken care of this year. Vucky said, aren't you a bit young to play Santa? Funny story. He played Santa while he was a junior and senior in high school.
That was my winter job.
Yeah.
As I was a mall Santa.
He was playing Santa at 17, 18, 19 years old.
And fellas, can I just tell you, it was the best job ever. For many reasons.
You've shared this story before, but go ahead.
You just don't like it because you're jealous.
Why would I be jealous?
Because
you don't think I've sat on a hot Santa's lap?
I don't think you have. I don't think you have.
You're right. I probably haven't.
You haven't.
You're probably right. Yep. Old School Garage. Mike Ferrucci said, Kona came out awesome. When are you chopping the Chevy?
I got to finish Kona first.
Yes. She's not quite done. Great progress though. And I know we've done an episode since Bug Jam, so you got to talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, but we got some stuff in the works. I'm actually waiting on a possible shipment of something that's really going to kick the finish of it in gear and get it where we can be road worthy. Because right now, without a front windshield, other than wearing a mask, but I don't want to put you in there.
We all wear a mask.
We do, and
scars.
But I don't want to put you inside the vehicle without a window. So
yeah, that'd be great.
Or maybe I do.
Yeah, so we have some things to figure out.
Yeah. Not to figure out. It's already been figured out. It's got stuff that's got to be done.
Maychart Glass, attack the world with art.
Hey,
I love it.
Yes.
That's a great motto.
Yes.
And as a glass blower yourself in the hat shop.
In the hat shop.
Hat shop. I love it.
Pork chops and hat shop.
Rob Earl's joining us. Hey, Johnny Jalopy. I made my Aussie version of the shaboom. It was awesome.
Yes.
Oh, yay.
Oh, man.
Oh, I'm so glad you loved it.
Please, when you get an opportunity, please share what your ingredients were.
Or maybe take a picture.
Or even if you could do a video of you doing one, that would be so cool. And then we can send it to Bob. That'd be so fun.
Yeah. I wonder, did Bob say he's had one since we were there?
Oh, I don't know. I don't
even know if he's had another one since. And you know what? The York peppermint patties didn't last long in the house.
No, they did not.
They are gone.
Well, your dad was here, so
he was eating the almond joys.
Captain Candy Pants over there was eating up all the candy.
How funny. Jamie said 1946.
Okay, yeah. So
and then she said Willie's.
Okay. Yeah.
The Jeep is going to rock for sure.
Yeah, it's so cool. I'm so happy for you. Those early Jeeps are so neat.
You again. I'm going to try and re-add you. Hold on, just stay. There you go. You're back.
Okay.
Well, I don't have the overhead. I have the overhead. I don't have your screen.
Okay.
But we'll stick with this. This is good enough. Have you hit save?
Yep.
Okay. Ralph Sanchez says Ian has been a huge inspiration in my build. Ian and Roadkill. For sure. Johnny knows firsthand what it's like to remember the things that Ian did in his shows and how he put things together and just his quick thinking on things, because you've used a lot of those principles with your own build here on Kona. So and just the inspiration to even get it started, really. So totally understandable. Bill Mad Dog Thornhill said the earlier ones were Ford. We restored a 1942 Ford Jeep a few years ago.
I thought Ford
it was a military
was
Jeep.
part of that some of the plants that shut down and were stamping out Jeep bodies.
Really? So it wasn't so when did Jeep itself become a brand of its own?
Well, it was Willys Overland, and Willys
41?
was making. No, that's when the Jeep. I mean, and Jeep was a nickname.
Oh,
yeah. It wasn't specifically called a Jeep, but the GIs called it a Jeep. And then of course it was the the Popeye character that was called Jeep. But there was I got to go back because I used to know this stuff off the top of my head because I was so immersed in the Jeep culture.
Right.
But it was a specific. It might even have been an acronym at one point. But there's a mixture of the both. It was kind of nicknamed that, and then also I want to say it was part of. Yeah, somebody out there probably knows exactly. The person that restored that Jeep probably does.
Yeah, probably. Jamie said there's so much history with these Jeeps.
Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah. And then for me, I always assumed that it was its own, like there's Ford and there's Buick and there's Dodge. I thought Jeep was.
Well, AMC Chrysler had the Jeep line when back in the 70s. So like my CJ7 on the back of it actually said AMC General.
Oh.
General? Yeah. AMC Chrysler. And then it was AMC Jeep. So AMC was American Motor Company. Was the ones that had bought the Jeep platform. But before that, it was I want to say there was a bunch that were built as Willys. So a lot of GIs were coming back and bringing them back too, and then of course it went into multiple wars. They used the Jeep itself in the same platform almost from the 40s to the 70s. There wasn't a bunch of changes, especially from 40s to CJ5. There wasn't a ton of changes as far as like wheelbase and stuff like that. I think some of the transfer cases and axles and stuff were different, and then of course the engine too, because they went from the 4-cylinder engine that was pretty common in those early ones to the inline 6, which was a very torquey. Like my CJ7, it was a 3-speed. It was geared super low, and you could jump out of it in first gear, and it would just sit there and just walk right next to you. It was geared so low, and you could get on the freeway, and you could do like 70, and it was great for putting big tires on it because it was geared so low, it would turn the tires, no problems.
It's interesting, like Jamie was saying, just the history of them, to know that they were used in the military for like military stuff. And then a lot of people had them like on beaches, like it was fun
that's just it. So
beach buggy type thing.
That's what happened is those vehicles became a fun way to get people would use them for hunting. They would use them for going off road, use them in the dunes. So
total
like
utility vehicle.
So where I'm from, Santa Maria area, into Pismo Beach, and you go into the sand dunes out there in Oceano. Jeeps were super prevalent for running in the sand dunes. Guys would build these monstrous blown alcohol Jeeps that do sand drags and different stuff like that. So it was such a versatile little chassis. And then what was cool, there were companies that started building, like when I first got into it in the 90s, there was a company that is still around, Quadratech, that you could basically build a Jeep from their magazine. Wow. They had fiberglass bodies and everything. It was pretty cool.
That is cool. And I've really loved how versatile Mine has been. I mean, not that I'm using it for any different thing. I'm not saying versatile. I'm saying customizable. I've said that from the beginning. I love it.
That's the great thing about anything automotive. If you really get down to it, you can customize and personalize any of it.
Well, there wasn't a lot out there for the Equinox. I guess I could have.
Yeah,
I could have maybe had different wheels and stuff, but
we personalized yours. Yours didn't look like everybody else's.
Yeah, it didn't.
And we started blacking out all the emblems and did your wheels different than everybody else. And if you notice now, most of the newer Equinoxes all come black wheel packages.
Yeah,
where when yours was, when we did yours, there was no black wheels that were on them except for like an S version, and that was rare. And when we made your wheels black and blacked out all the emblems and blacked out all the stuff,
it instantly became cooler.
Yeah, well, yeah. But it's now that's the new options that are available for those now,
because they saw me rolling and they're like, what?
Well, we're not saying that we did it, but
I'll take the credit. We've got Uncle Larry joining us. Hello, family. We love you, Uncle Larry. Lawrence Crawford.
What you doing? What you doing? I thought you was supposed to go to bed.
We've got Turtle Man joining us.
Turtle Man.
Hello to you both. I got the hat and I love it. Thank you so much. Yay.
Awesome.
Yeah, like I said, we've been sending out a bunch of orders. I think people are heeding the advice to get their orders in early for Christmas stuff. I made a shift knob for Ian and Jamie, George the Glass Man.
Neat.
Very cool. The shift knobs. Before I met you, I didn't even know these things existed. I really didn't. And
that's okay. You've learned so much.
I didn't realize you could switch them out. Like, I would love to do that on my Jeep, have something really cool in there instead of what I have.
It can be done.
It's not, I don't really have a shift though. Like it's really just park, reverse.
It's still a knob that can be placed on.
Can you?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Even though it's not big?
They make custom shift deals for yours.
This may be my next thing to do.
Yeah, I don't know if it's really what you want to do. But...
Now you're talking me out of it. The reheat oven is called the Glory Hole. Yes, I know. Remember that?
Of course you remember that.
You remember it. We watched it.
What are you talking about, man?
George, did you watch Blown Away then?
Don't bring me into your mess.
I love that show. Bill Thornhill said, we named our shop after our son who passed away unexpectedly last April.
Sorry for your loss. But what a great tribute.
Yeah. Uncle Larry said M38A1. What is that?
That might be the actual military model for Jeep.
Maybe. Is that what that is?
It might be.
He would know. Wiley Vincent joining us. I love my new hat. Thank you for signing it.
Absolutely. Thanks for
we must have had a few hat orders go out.
Yeah.
Everybody got their hats today. Today was hat day. Ralph said, would you believe the drivetrain is 100% 01 Mercury Grand Marquis, shortened 37 inches.
That's great.
Wow. The things you can do. Vucky said, are there any rules to what we can send to the Johnny Jalopy email? No. I mean, you want to keep it clean.
Yeah, I don't really want to see any
we don't want
junk pics or anything.
Yeah,
like
we don't want anything like that.
I mean, ity-B might, but
no. If you want to shoot us an email and say hi, if you want to send us pictures of a project you're working on, things you think are
love
cool,
to see stuff.
Inspiration photos, we get a lot of stuff. Now, we do, again, I will reiterate this for some of the new people that are on here. We both have full-time jobs outside of what we're doing here, outside of our family stuff that we have going on, outside of holidays, outside of our fellowship that we are very involved in. Yep. So we are super, super busy people. If we do not respond to you same day or next day, please know we are viewing them in the order that they're received. I'll say that in my customer service voice. But yeah, we definitely, I feel like we're super accessible to people.
We sure try to be.
So yeah, don't ever think that you can reach out and say hi. We've had people do that. We have a wonderful family, the Myers family. Every time they post something that their family is doing, they tag us in it.
Yeah.
And I love it. I love seeing all of their adventures. They live on a farm in, I think it's Illinois.
Well, you really follow them. You don't even know where they're at.
They're on a farm. It could be anywhere. I'm pretty sure it's Illinois.
I'm kidding.
Mincock or Minnock.
What's that? How do you say that?
Minnock or
did you say Mincock?
Mincock might be Illinois. Is that a place? I think so.
I don't know. Sounds dirty.
So yeah, they tag us and all their stuff on Facebook. I mean, I'm not saying everybody has to do that, but it's nice to be involved. I mean, we love developing the relationships with people. So
for sure,
keep it coming. We've got Mr. Crinkle, Bad Karma, on the line. Good day, Santa. He said,
what's up?
He said, can I get a BMX? Draw me a bike, clown.
Right.
Hank D said, I just watched the Spit Take. JJ caught most of it, but I could definitely make a remix of Spit Take with some music. That would be great.
Unreal.
Dan Evans says, have to go now. Wonderful to see you both. We enjoy your fun time and your wonderful sketches. We love you guys. Can't wait to see you when you get back and hear of all your travels.
Can't wait to hear the stories.
You know they're going to come back with good stories.
Oh, of course.
Gavin Little joining us. Better to be late than not. Hello from Washington.
Hey,
welcome
man.
To the broadcast.
How you doing?
Again, guys, love to hear where you're tuning in from. So remember to share that when you say hi.
Looks like he was visiting with family. So that's cool. Good to see you, man.
Nice. Family at the holidays. Nothing better. Ralph said mine is a Kaiser Jeep, 1966.
Okay. See, we were trying to figure out what year
it was.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I was right.
Were you?
So I said, I said
Did
it
you
was.
say that?
I didn't say Kaiser, but I said it was an early 60s Jeep.
66 is more later than earlier.
Compared to 40s?
You said 60s.
Oh, well, that's what I meant.
Oh, now the story changes.
Oh, that's, yeah. Hey, you know what, ity-B? I know where Guam is.
I do now. So
I still don't think you
Rob Earl, he said, I used Aussie brand peppermint chocolate biscuits.
Okay.
And Kettle brand salted chips. Okay, we have Kettle. I took a photo, but I can't upload it here on this live chat platform, unfortunately. Post it to Johnny's page.
Yes.
That would be great.
We'd love to see it.
And then we'll repost it and tag Shaboom. How fun.
Mm-hmm.
George said government purposes or general purpose Jeep.
There you go. Yep.
Oh, that's what was on the back?
General purpose.
Oh,
vehicle.
GP. Nice. And they have truly been general purpose.
Well, yeah, because they were used. I mean, and again, they were used. If you go back and you look at from World War II, even into Vietnam era, or even into as you went into Korean War, you could see the Jeep being utilized as not only a passenger mover, but then they would modify it. They would be an ambulance, and they would put a cannon on it. They would put a 50 caliber machine gun on the back. It was such a versatile, fast moving way to get around in all kinds of terrain. That was the beauty of the Jeep, was it was hard to get it stuck. I mean, because it was lightweight, yet it was just so durable, and the suspension on it, the travel that it had was incredible. That's why, when it comes to like rock crawling and stuff like that, guys just love modifying that suspension and stuff in that little platform, because the wheelbase is perfect.
I don't know if I ever told you this, but my first real love for the Jeep started when I watched MASH.
Right.
I didn't really know anyone who had a Jeep. Right. So I would watch that, and I saw all those things. I can remember they laid out like some kind of what looked like just a platform on the back, and they'd have injured people on it, and they'd run them up to the
to the helicopters,
to the nurse lady or whatever.
The nurse lady,
I forgot her name.
They
Hot Lips.
They weren't at school.
Hot Lips Houlihan.
That's Hot Lips Houlihan. Yeah. That's correct.
So
for the win.
I remember that, and then I think that's why. When I got my Jeep, I pushed so hard to have the military theme on mine with the military stars and stuff. I didn't go all out necessarily, but I do have a couple military stars on it. And I
cool.
I liked the way it looked, and I liked that color. That color reminded me of like a battleship color. My son was in the Navy, so that was kind of for him.
Right.
Mike Furchy said Bantam originally got the contract for the Jeep, but they couldn't handle it. So they went to Willys Kaiser. They were too small. That's when they went to Ford. Interesting.
Yeah, that it's got a really cool. If you go and you look at the history of the vehicle itself, it's got such an interesting um, story.
Yeah.
It was used and even the development of the Jeep in general. Just all the different vehicles they tried to do, where the Jeep just outbeat everything. Things that had you on half tracks and all this other. If you look at like even like the German army and the designs of things that they were building for off road, the Jeep would just kick its butt as far as getting in and out of places quickly.
Mm-hmm. I know mine. I don't really drive it like a sports car, but I feel like it has a sports car like I'm
Well, it
like
does.
weaving in and out of traffic.
Well, because and a lot of that has to do with when you went to buy yours, I was very very cautious when you were like, oh, I got a 4-cylinder, and I'm like, ugh, because they were horribly made in the early days. Like you go back to 80s and 90s Jeeps, they were terrible 4-cylinder. They had no power, and good luck if you were getting ready to put a set of big tires on a Jeep with the 4. It was terrible. So when you said that, I was like, oh my god. But when I drove yours and found out, oh, it's turbocharged, which was interesting.
It's got some good pickup.
That had a turbo, and then I did the research on the engine that is in it. So it's a Fiat motor. So Fiat's been making small turbocharged engines for a long time, and so it's a Fiat built. It's like a sports car motor basically inside that thing, and it's got pep. The fun thing that I love to do when I'm driving yours is we get some young kid pulling up in like a Civic or something, all lowered, and it's all it's got
his rear spoiler that's this big.
Remember
the rear spoiler?
Yeah, it's got the exhaust going crazy, and they come and then they take off real quick down the line. So come up behind them grandpa style, and they get to the line with them, and then they take off a quick again in the next light, and we just dust them in the Jeep. They got to be going like, what the hell is in that thing? Yeah, it's fun.
We've got Laid Out Clothing joining us. Where do you come up with some of the ideas for your artwork, or is it what you see in your head? It's amazing. Love it.
It's in my brain.
Now, tonight's was inspired by one of our viewers here, a friend of ours, Ralph Pop Sanchez.
Hopefully he's loving what we're doing.
I hope you're digging it. I haven't got any of that type of feedback from him yet, but feel free to share, Ralph.
Yeah, hopefully you like
what
we're doing.
Yes, there is a ton of, I would say, at least 50 years worth of car memory in your head. You've been a car automotive lover for the longest time.
Yeah.
So he has one of those memories where he sees something he likes and he studies it for a few minutes, and then he's got the lines in his head.
But no different than anybody who's really into vehicles and cars and stuff. You start memorizing lines and body styles and different things like that, and then
he has fall in love with a way of having it come out on paper.
Well, and then the influences of all the greats before me. Big Daddy Ed Roth and all the cool drawings of Ed Newton and George Trostley and guys like that were laying cool stuff down
when you were a little kid.
Yeah. And then as it progressed into the guys like Von Franco and the guys I look up to now, Drag Daddy and guys like that, and Nate Greco and Scott Stevens or Zombie.
You almost said Rob Zombie.
Yeah. There's just so many amazing artists that are very inspiring too. And then to into the fabricators, you Roth, Barris, totally blanking right now.
Bo.
Bo Huff was another great customizer too. But Gene Winfield, guys like that, Starbird, all those, the Gambino brothers and the Salinas brothers and all those dudes that are just making cool stuff. And guys into today, look at my good buddy who is one of my most favorite fabricators that is cool to call friend, and that's Ian. I love what he builds, and the designs and ideas he comes up with. And his problem solving is the coolest stuff to watch.
It is.
He's doing something right now in a project where a lot of people are like, oh no, don't do that. And Ian's like, oh, well, let's try this, and I'm going to give it a shot. And based on what I'm thinking and the knowledge and this and that, there's a lot of people that are kind of saying, no, you shouldn't do that. And he's like, well, let's see. Maybe I should, but let's find out.
He's not
he's fearless.
Afraid of
that guy is
taking a risk.
Fearless. It's awesome.
Absolutely. Jim McMillan said, Ian definitely gave me the inspiration to do my projects, to just go for it. I'm in the middle of a custom utility trailer.
Nice.
That's like a dream thing that we were talking about doing, is wanted to get a utility trailer and customize it to a camper
turn
that
it
we'd
into
be
a
able
camper
to use.
or something. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Lizzie said, I just gave you guys love on your YouTube channel.
Oh, thanks.
For sure, guys. And let me go ahead and post our little brand here to remind you to like and subscribe, because super important for us to grow that viewership over there at YouTube. So we appreciate any
absolutely
likes and loves. Would be amazing.
We sure appreciate all the people and your comments and everything. It's great.
Chongo NorCal,
there he is,
joining us.
What up, man?
He said, however, some claim that the vehicle was named after a popular character named Eugene the Jeep from Popeye Comics. Mm-hmm. He said, I'm checking in late. Never too late.
No way, man. That's great.
We should be wrapping it up here pretty soon. We're 10:35.
Yeah, we're pretty much, realistically, we're already there.
Almost done. Wiley Vincent said San Jose is 61 degrees right now. That's a little chilly for California this time of year.
Chilean sea bass there for sure.
Vucky said, don't forget the nuke launcher Jeep.
Oh yeah, well, there was so much. So again, such a versatile vehicle. That was used for so many different things.
Wiley said, I love Mash Hawk Pierce.
If you go back,
I love Mash Hawk Pierce.
If you get an opportunity to go to our website, we actually did a Mash nod to the TV show Mash a couple years ago.
Was that our 2020 movie and TV show themed year?
I think so, yeah.
Jim McMillan said Jeep, Jeep, just emptied every pocket. Pretty much. Oh. Ralph said, hell yes, fantastic rendition. I plan on driving it to Florida. Don't freak out if you look outside and I'm in your driveway. Hey. Give us a heads up so I can sweep. That's all I ask. Gavin Little said, when I was 8 years old, my parents would take us to visit my uncle in Montana. I got to learn to drive in my uncle's 47 to 50s Willie hunting Jeep around the farm. He'd let us kids go have fun by ourselves. The only rule was don't wreck it. Yeah, Johnny had that rule with one of Ian's rides.
Yeah, we didn't follow the rule.
Nope, and that was a Volkswagen, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Maybe that's why you're working so hard to get Kona fixed up. So then next time you go out to Ian's place, you can be like, hey, at least if I wreck the vehicle, I might be able to fix it.
Yeah.
Chongo is in San Jose, he says. Rob Earl said, if we're sharing weather, it's 101 degrees here in the Hunter Valley, Australia.
Nice.
Oh, is it like an opposite season over there? It must be. If it's our winter, maybe it's your summer, because that does seem a little on the hot side. Gavin Little said, I'd love to build a Rat Rod Jeep version someday. That would be fun.
Yeah, this is a cool one.
Oh, and Chongo said, my name is Ralph, LOL. Oh, yeah. I did not know that. I mean, not that I thought Chongo was your first name, but I did not know. Huh. And then Rob Earl said, yes, it is summer there. So summer in Australia, note to self.
Yes.
Right. If you're looking to escape the chilly temps.
Chilly bang bang.
In the US, maybe head on over to Australia.
Yeah.
Australia.
So I think we're going to leave it as this, and I'm just going to play with it a little bit more, and then we'll send it to our good buddy. And you know what I'm saying? Because there, it finally kicked back on. Okay, I got power again. Okay. I was losing power. I was afraid we're gonna. What do we have in time wise?
An hour 8.
Okay, yeah, I say we will wrap it up.
So you're gonna put all the finishing touches on.
Yeah, but at least we got to this point. This was fun to get to hear
and to discuss it and to have Ralph on and watch it.
Yeah,
so, yeah, for sure.
And and you got a free spit take.
Yeah. Mike Ferrucci said, in Australia, the toilets spin the opposite direction of ours. Fun fact for you. Lizzie said, good job on the Jeep. Paul Marziani said, see you next week. Yeah, we are going to be wrapping this one up here. You will post, however, the final
finished
product.
and I've already got
you've already got Ralph's
address, not mailing address, but we've got his email already, so he's already in the system. In the system, but that's how I got this picture. So yeah, send me photos of your guys' rides. Who knows? You may maybe your ride next time,
right?
Because it's fun to just as a goof, just not a goof in a bad way, but as a goof of like, hey, let's do this. Let's pick somebody from the Army and let's draw their car.
Well, and it helps because you do have a lot of ideas in your head, but it's always nice to take a break from that and draw someone else's vision.
Yeah.
So
yeah, absolutely. It was fun.
Yeah.
It's a cool little rad rod.
Frank Pupello said it looks awesome.
Sure.
Ralph is stoked. Gavin Little said, so cool. Always love to watch you draw and create.
Thanks, my friend.
Yes, definitely, guys. Again, I'll reiterate, we have the 2X sweatshirts. They're going to the first 5 people that message us.
Yes.
And we're doing $45 on those, and shipping costs will probably be an additional couple bucks. So I would say
probably $7 has been what 2 t-shirts has been.
Yeah, these are big sweatshirts. So they're all 2X. I have 1 red and 4 black available.
So hit us up, Johnny Jalopy LLC at gmail.com. If you're interested in one of those, we'll send it out to you. We can sign it. We can do whatever you'd like.
Always check out johnnyjalopy.com for all the other stuff that we have available. Again, you're still shopping for the holidays, so if you
plenty of time to get some orders in.
Yes.
To get we've got some hats and beanies. Beanies have been going out like crazy, which has been great.
Yes, I think we sent like 6 out.
Yeah, it was cool.
Just the other day.
So that was fun. And
all the people up in Michigan, like we said, we knew you guys were going to need them.
We brought them. What happened last time? Yeah, we brought them for you. There we go. Anyways. But yeah, there you go. So, hey, Ralph, hope you dig your rat rod. And again, I'm going to do a little bit more work on it, get it even cooler, and probably add a little cool background or something to it just to make it even more fun. But I hope you enjoyed that part. And we sure appreciate you guys hanging out with us on another Monday Night Sketchy Live. And as always, we hit up the website, johnnyjalopy.com, hats, stickers, t-shirts, wear what the cool kids wear.
We promise he will not spit on anything that we send.
No, I will not. I will not promise.
No spewing. Sans spewing.
If you're gonna spew into this. What was that from?
I don't know.
Wayne's World.
Oh, okay.
You gotta watch a movie or two. Jeepers creepers.
All right, guys.
Hey, have a super week. We will see you guys on the flib flob. And as always, stay sketchy. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye, guys.